So this time I'm actually in Bulgaria, finally. The first two videos were in Kirkini, in Greece, and I'm finally in my home country, and I'm visiting one of the most popular places for wildlife photography, which is Madzharovo. Right now I'm with my friend Kiril Savov. We decided to leave Sofia super early, like 6 a.m. so we can get here and have the whole day to us. Tomorrow and the day after we're gonna be in a hide that's like probably the most popular hide in all of Bulgaria. People from all over the world come specifically for that hide. And the main species that you can see there are the vultures. More specifically, it's the griffon vulture. There's also another vulture that's black. I'm not sure how it's called in English. In Bulgarian, it's called cheren lishuyat, which basically means black vulture. But yeah, the white one is griffon vulture, and it's the main species you can see in this hide. There's a good chance for jackals. There's a good chance for white-tailed eagle and mountain eagle. I think that's how it's called in English. Is it?
Or golden eagle.
Golden eagle, yeah. But we came super early today, before the 2 days we're supposed to spend in the hide, because we just wanted to make use of this location because it's so rich with wildlife and it's so beautiful here and calm, and it's basically everything a wildlife enthusiast wants. And the thing is, we were super lucky because we saw a falcon and the griffon vulture at the same time, and actually the falcon was chasing the vultures away from his nest. So we're feeling super lucky right now, and we're just having the time of our lives. And yeah, we're just gonna chill. We're drinking our beers. At some point we're gonna go to the place we're staying. Tomorrow we're visiting the hide, and we're gonna spend 2 full days in that hide. Hopefully we see not only jackals and the eagles and the vultures, but maybe, just maybe, a wolf as well, 1 or 2. But yeah, one can wish, right? We'll see. So I'll talk to you later. Okay, good morning everyone. So we probably slept like 4 or 5 hours tops because the place we're staying at, I mean, the people are so friendly. And yes, yesterday we stayed up a bit late just to have a chat and drink some very tasty wine. So it's a bit difficult today, but we're here and we're waiting for our transport, and we're gonna start heading up to the hide, and yeah, I'll see you there. Здрасти. Алекс, приятно ми е. Скачаме направо, не?
Да. Най-важното е, като ви кацам белоглавите лешояди, в началото не снимате. Чакате боя на лешояди, не пипате камери. Ако ви кацне скалния орел, нали, штракате. Много бавно мърдате обективите към орела и штракате.
Actually came a lot earlier. They came in the first maybe 30 or 40 minutes, but just a few of them, and only now more have started to come. We're waiting for them to start eating eating the food that's here, but they are still just chilling and not moving much. They're just staying on the perches and on the rocks and taking in the morning sun. We also have 2 black vultures, and we also had the golden eagles, but they took a huge chunk of the food and just flew away. That was it. We probably won't see them for the rest of the day. We also saw a fox, but the fox is staying super low and away from the birds. That's what's happened so far. We'll see how things go in the next few hours. I'll keep you posted. So the fox is back, and we think we see a jackal as well. Yeah, it's a jackal. Oh, we lost the jackal. He went somewhere behind the rocks where the vultures are. He seemed to be limping, so this easy food is great news for him, so I fully expect him to come back, but we'll see. The jackal came back, and I managed to take a few photos of him. You're gonna see them right now. Hopefully some of them are good, but I'm hoping he comes a little bit closer so I can take some proper video of him as well. Because right now he's running away. The vultures are still here. They're still the same numbers. Actually, there's 1 or 2 more now. But we're waiting for even more to come. Hopefully for some proper action. We'll see.
How did I get so lucky? I die when I look in your eyes, then I come back alive when you touch me. You're the one for me, so here I am to give all I have. I'm in love with you, and you know that it's true. You can always count on me.
So the jackal and the fox are gone now. I'm not sure if they're gonna come back, but the griffon vultures have started to become more active. They've gathered around the carrion, and yeah, they seem like they're gonna start eating any minute, and we're just waiting for them. Meanwhile, the 2 black vultures are still on my right, and they're just showing some amazing romance and love for each other. But yeah, we're still waiting for the big action, but things are looking good now. And I'm actually already happy with the things we've seen, because there was a jackal, there was a fox, there is a couple of black vultures. So yeah, things are going great. And we're not even in the second half of the day, it's just the first half of the first day. It's so funny, the ravens are such rascals. Right now, one of them is pulling on the tail of the black vulture, which is, it's funny. I mean, the vulture doesn't care at all, but it still must be super annoying. I'm always amazed how the ravens have absolutely no fear. I've seen ravens play with white-tailed eagles, also known as sea eagles. So, a bit of bad news. For some reason, a lot of the vultures flew off, and from what we saw, they flew off after some other group of vultures came from behind the height and started flying towards the background, the mountain in the background. When the vultures that were landed here saw them, they started flying with them. And right now we have only like 5 vultures left here from the griffons, and just 1 from the black vultures. It's a bit bizarre. I'm not sure why that happened. We haven't made any sounds. We haven't made any sudden moves. I just hope the vultures come back and we see some proper action. Well, I'm not sure what the hell happened, but we're down to 3 griffon vultures and just 1 black vulture that came back. And that's about it. Super bizarre. We haven't moved moved an inch. The only movements we've done were very slow and deliberate movements when the fox and the jackal came. And that's about it. We haven't made any loud noises, nothing. They just decided that they're not hungry, I guess. I don't know. It's weird because they're not eating at all. Only the black vultures ate a bit from the carrion. And of course the golden eagles. They're acting like they just came here to chill and not eat. Basically, they're just vibing. I don't know what's going on. I'm constantly thinking if we might have done something to scare them away, but I cannot think of anything that would scare them. They were just starting to gather in a circle. They were looking like they're gonna start eating any moment. But suddenly when they saw the other vultures coming from behind us, flying above, they just decided to go along with them for some reason. So, really good news. After the bad news, the vultures are back. Not all of them, but we have about 7 or 8 vultures, griffon vultures and 2 black vultures right now. And they're once again circled around one point. So we're expecting them to begin eating anytime now. But yeah, for now we're just gonna stay super quiet and still. Hopefully in the next half an hour they become active. Fingers crossed. So here's the thing, the action never actually happened. For some reason the vultures just stayed there even when more of them came back. They stayed there in a circle like they're doing some weird ritual. And they didn't eat for some reason. And one by one they started flying away until only one of them was left. And he just stayed there alone for a while, and at some point he flew away too. So we're kind of confused. We're not sure why they didn't eat, because they seemed like they were about to. But yeah, there's still some carrion left. Plenty actually, as long as the ravens don't eat it until the afternoon comes around. But for now, it's I think 12:30 p.m. and the activity at this time is practically zero. So we're just gonna wait until 3 and keep our hopes up. Until then though, I'm boiling some water so we can have some coffee as long as he wants. I mean, I'm gonna drink coffee, but I'm not sure about Kiril because he's not feeling too well today. We'll see. Heaven, let me show you what the time between 12 p.m. and 3 p.m. looks like in a hide usually. We rest and there's absolutely no activity besides the ravens, of course, which are always here. Kiril is sleeping and resting, and I'm just watching. We're late in the afternoon right now. It's like 5:20 or something like that. We finally saw something. It's a jackal, but it's a different one. It looked a lot bigger and it wasn't limping. So it's definitely a different one. But there's nothing else besides it. So for now, we only have a jackal that kind of hid behind the rocks and we don't see it right now. So we couldn't really take a photo of it or record it in any way. But we're hoping it shows up again and comes to the rest of the food that's left from this morning.
Morning everyone, it's 5:15 a.m. and we have 15 minutes until they pick us up and bring us to the hide. It's the second day, hopefully we see at least as much as activity as yesterday, but one can only hope. We'll see what the reality is. But yeah, today we're hoping for some more shots of birds in flight, because yesterday we missed those opportunities, and honestly there weren't many of them. Opportunities, I mean. And more specifically, we're hoping for the golden eagles, because yesterday they only came for a little while and they didn't really do much besides sit on a perch or on the ground. So we're hoping that we can get them in flight, and we're hoping that we can get both the female and the male. So let's get some coffee and let's head up.
Не виждам много звезди, не знам колко е чисто небето.
Ами явно не, защото аз вчера като се събудехме, виждах много. И луната виждах, значи в момента е облачно.
Да.
Точно както го показваш.
Стига да дойдат животните.
Да, зависи и каква облачност е.
Мацо,
Маци!
не ни яш храната.
Ой, топче такова.
Спеши
Гладно
с нас в укритието.
Ще я фани нещо там.
Да не дойде скалния да те гепи. Се строили тук.
Здраве желаем! О, да! Ние тук сме съвсем други хора сме днес. So it's almost 9:30 a.m. and a few things have happened. First, we waited for a while before we saw any movement or activity, and then all of a sudden the golden eagle appeared, the female one, I think, and we had plenty of opportunities with her. And then finally the griffon vulture came here, and now the black vulture is here, which I now know that has a different name. Not a black vulture, but I cannot pronounce it, so just go with it. The black vulture and the griffon vulture are now eating part of the carrion, and we're just waiting for more of them to appear so we can see some proper action. So long story short, it's 12:20 p.m. and we've been enjoying amazing amounts of action for the past hour or an hour and a half. All the vultures are here, the white-tailed eagle is here as well. So technically we've seen everything we can see from this hide besides the wolf, and there's still plenty of time to see that too. So it's super exciting. seen a bit of this area that we're shooting in. It looks bigger on the camera because it's an ultra wide lens, but it's quite small. I'm 170 centimeters. The only place where I can stand up fully is right at this point. And like when you go backwards, where you usually are standing, you have to kind of duck and lean forward. Then you have this small door where you have to lean forward even more to get through it. They even put this rubber texture here so you don't hurt your head, because I've hit mine like 2 or 3 times already, and if this thing wasn't there it would have hurt a lot, but now I'm fine. So this hide also has a toilet, which is not something you usually see in hides, at least not the ones I've been in. But it's a toilet, and I'm not gonna show you inside, but it's a normal toilet, and it doesn't have running water, but you use a bucket with water when you want to clean up. This wing here has 4 holes for 4 photographers. Here in the middle, because this is the middle, this is the door you get through, there's 2 spots. There's also a gas heater, which does a pretty good job, especially in the mornings. But more importantly, there's another wing that's a bit lower, so you can have a different point of view. And I think it can fit 3 people. I'm gonna show you now. Yeah, it can fit 3 photographers, from what I can see. And it's a bit different, but basically it does the same thing. And the view is quite different from here, even though it's not that far. You have a bit of a lower angle, which helps you isolate the ground and have a bit more background for your subject. Also, both this wing and the other wing where we're situated have beds for people. Sometimes if you want to have the best chances to capture a specific species like a wolf, you need to stay and sleep inside here so that there are no noises at all. If you want to capture more elusive species like the wolf, it's best if you stay here for like a couple of days or 3 days during winter without making any noises, and that's when your chances are a lot higher. So that's why there's beds here. And also in the afternoon, if you're super tired and if nothing's happening, you can take a nap like we did with Kiril yesterday. But yeah, that's basically it. It's quite a big hide actually. I think it's the biggest I've been in, even bigger than the ones I've been in Poland for the white-tailed eagle. And it's pretty well made. I think that's why it's one of the reasons it's so popular with everyone from all over the world. Of course, the other reason it's popular is because the activity is so high, like you've seen in this video. By the way, when it comes to that, to what we saw here with Kiril, that's very unusual to see so much activity. We basically saw almost every species you can see here, which is absolutely jackpot. I mean, not everybody sees all of these things on their single trip. Like, you have to usually come a few times to see each of these species, or even more than a few times. So we are extremely lucky, and I'm super happy with it. And this is Kiril's first time here, so he's even luckier than I am. But yeah, it's been amazing. Right now, I think it's, let me check. It's almost 3 p.m. and we're waiting to see when the activity picks up again, which is probably gonna be after 5:30 or even after 6 like yesterday. So I'll catch up with you later.